Hi, I'm Gloria. I attended Veritas for almost 3 years and I graduated in 2019. I attended UCI here in Irvine and I'm currently a producer in the beauty industry. Veritas taught me to genuinely study the Bible and primary sources, challenging me to grow my relationship with Christ as the fathers of our faith did. Through this, I learned to recognize His goodness and to notice its absence in places and relationships where He is not present. I maintain a close walk with God today and actively share His word at work and in situations that test me deeply. As a sensitive person, I turn to God in prayer and process difficulties in a way that reflects the biblical principle of turning the other cheek. There is nothing more important than Him. Jesus helps me more than I or anyone else ever could. Veritas challenged me in a unique way that integrated spirituality and morality with critical thinking by helping me understand the deeper context behind philosophers' opinions, scientists' observations, and the motivations of key historical figures. The school cultivated in me a genuine love of learning. I now seek nothing more than truth and refuse to be swayed by someone simply because they claim greater qualifications or age. This foundation has taught me to think independently while remaining grounded in wisdom. I learned to carry a deep desire to represent my faith through both words and actions, understanding that the power of words cannot be understated. As Matthew 15:11 reminds us, not what goes into the mouth defiles a man, but what comes out of the mouth, this defiles a man. One of my most treasured memories at Veritas was in the 11th grade. We went to Italy and walked miles in Rome and ate gelato in Florence, and most importantly, we studied Renaissance art. It offered so many rich insights into how beautifully Christ transformed the center of the world during that era. You could feel His presence in every sculpture, in the murals, and in every detail in the oil paintings. I also loved preparing our annual plays. Pride and Prejudice was my absolute favorite production. To current students, I encourage you to remember to pray to God even after finishing homework in the early morning hours. Pray while your parents drive you to school. Tell them that you love them and you appreciate their dedication to forming your mind. It's a dedication that only your parents can have, wanting nothing but the absolute best for you. And God gave you two parents that agreed that you should have the best education. You are blessed to have that unconditional love in your life. So make sure to stay hungry for the next book and the next assignment because you can. And additionally, when you're outside of school, outside of church, you're surrounded by people that don't share your faith yet. They're not yet a part of the spiritual family you have through Christ. Pray that they can have the mind, which is the logos of Christ, that their heart of stone is replaced by that of flesh, and in them there is born a passion and a desire to have their minds cleansed and renewed. I want to tell you about Saul, a Jew that was born a free Roman citizen who proudly and loudly persecuted Christians. He was also highly educated. He became Apostle Paul, one of the greatest antagonists of the devil. Transformed by the power of the Holy Spirit, the Apostle Paul assaulted the interests of Satan wherever he went. And to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ anywhere is absolute warfare in the spiritual realm. It's increasingly considered inappropriate to mention religion in our culture, but we cannot ignore it. So stand firm in your faith and be one of the antagonists of the devil.